So briefly to explain what is this holding in of Hey Teves. The ultimate revelation of Chassidus and the revolution and preparation for Mashiach's coming is the following. To reveal down here that all Yidden are one with Hashem and one with each other. In other words, as explained in Kabbalah and Chassidus, when Hashem conceived of Neshamas Yisrael, which precedes creation and even higher than Torah, as stated in Midrash Chazal, they're going into Makoros now, that Neshama is one Neshama. It's one Neshama. And that great Neshama has been undergoing a breakdown ever since in the millennia. But the breakdown doesn't mean only pieces of the Neshama, but like the physical body where each cell contains the entire DNA of the entire body, so too, every individual Neshama is really a reflection of the essential Neshama from where we all derive. So there is the way the Neshama is Lamaila in its source, one with Hashem. Yisrael, all about Machshava, Yisrael, Kod Melachol Davar. That's the way it is in its Shoresh. The Kavanah Elyon, Hashem's desire is that the Neshama should descend down into the world, fragmented into different bodies, with the Yetzer Hara and Nefesh Abamis and the Guf and a different identity and the ego and all of the struggles that we face in Olam Hazeh, and to overcome all of that and to reveal the source of the Neshama down here through Mesiras Nefesh, Torah Mitzvahs and so on. And in so doing, that reveals and unlocks the source of the Neshama, which is what? Where we are all one and one with Hashem. As explained at length in Chassidus, the Neshama is a chelik alakam yamal mamish. It's not a creation. It's verily a part of Hashem. Creation is a creation of God. So when they'll be revealed, the Mata, as all Neshamas in a guf, are one with each other and one with Hashem, which is their core essence, then this will also be manifest in Hashem, revealing Hashem's unity in all of creation. All of creation also will become one with Hashem. But the Kavanah Pnimius, as Rashi says in his opening statement in Chumash, Bereshis b'shvil Yisrael b'shvil Torah, Torah reveals, Torah Mitzvahs reveals down here how all Neshamas are one with Hashem, and that's the Kavanah to reveal it dafke in the Cheshech, dafke in the fragmentation, dafke in the Reshus HaRabim, to make the Reshus HaRabim the Reshus HaYachid. But it starts with the unity, and that's the Kavanah, is the unity of Eden and with each other and with Hashem as all being one, which is why Avos Yisrael is the Klal Gadol B'Torah. Because that's the whole objective, is to reveal the Achdus of Hashem in the deepest way. Yisrael u'malka b'chodoi b'banim atem Hashem alakeichem, as Yidden are one thing with the Eibishter. So that's the Pnimis, that's the essence of what a Yid is. All Yidden are not just connected through a common ancestry or a common cause or a tribal connection or a familial family connection, but the Pnimis mitzad the Neshama, Yidden are in essence one, indivisibly, and one with Hashem. That is a very deep teaching and the ultimate kavanah of Chassidus and the whole Torah mitzvahs and purpose of creation. As the Medrash tells us at the very outset of creation, Baruch Elokim Arachefes Al Pnei Hamayim, says in Medrash, Zeruch Shel Mashiach. What's Mashiach? And that's the whole kavanah at the very beginning of creation, which we have to arrive at. But that's the intent. Seif Masa B'Achshava Tchila. What's the need of Mashiach? Mashiach has this great neshama that embodies. That is the level where all neshamas are one. That's the Yisrael Olah B'Machshava. In every generation, you have the Nasi Hadoir, who is Bezer Anpin, that neshama klolis, where all neshamas are connected to. Or in the words of the Rambam, that the Melech is the Lev Kol Yisrael, the heart. What's the heart? It's not just another limb and organ of the body. It's the heart that gives life to every other limb and organ of the body by pumping out its own blood. Or the Rosh, a Rebbe is called a Rebbe because it stands for, as it says in Sefer Kelis Yaakov. He explains that Rebbe is Rosh Teves, Rosh B'nai Yisrael, like the head and brain. Its whole function is to give sensitivity and life and unite every other part of the body. But every part of the body contains the same cells as the brain, the same DNA as the brain. But in the brain, and most specifically in the heart to also a degree, that oneness of the entire guf is manifest. And all Yidden are one great spiritual guf. So that, again, the whole divine intent in creation is to reveal that truth where in As neshamas come into bodies with individual identities and egos, etc., and gufim, and despite that, in that multiplicity, in that Reshus HaRabim, is threaded through the Achdus Hashem, as all Yidden are one with each other and one with Hashem. What was he arguing? This was, even though he wasn't conscious of it, but like Yutis Kislev for the Rebbe, everything in the world is only a shtalshul, is derived from a kitrug l'mayla, or a challenge that heaven itself imposes. And that is as follows. He's arguing like this: my grandfather was a great man. He was a great Jewish leader, a big Rebbe, all fine and good. But like everybody else, first and foremost, he's an individual. He's saying that the connection between one Jew and another is family, closer connection, less family, less. We all go back to Avraham, so we all have in the big picture we're connected. But it's a familial thing. First and foremost, I'm an individual. And I'm connected because of these and these reasons, because of common origins. But at the end of the day, I am separate. And so he ties us to the Fidik Rebbe, like everybody else, is first and foremost an individual person, and therefore he has a right to the inheritance. He has a role to play, he's a great leader, but that's secondary. What that betrays, that undermines it, no, it's not so. What is a Rebbe, which really is what is a Yid? At the core, it's really one. We're not just connected, we are one. And what is a Rebbe, the Nasi? In the words of Rashi, Nasi Hakoyel. Rashi from the Medrash. Parshas Chukas. Rashi, the whole bit of it, that Rashi explains the stira. In one place it says that Moishe sent the shluchim to Edom. Another place it says that the Yidden sent. Why does the Torah? So Rashi answers, Nishkin stira. The Torah leimelach. The Torah wants to tell you that Moishe and Yisrael, hey Moishe, leimelach shanasi akoyel. And actually there's more riches than Rashi. What does it mean? The Nasi is everyone, because this neshama is a neshama with that truth, that he and the people are inseparable and one, because all neshamas are one. That's what the Rebbe is. And his private life, that's secondary. That's the chitzonius. That's the functional part. He also had a private life, a private bank account and a private life. But that's secondary. The pnimius, and that's what the Rebbe is, that his whole life and defines him, is his inseparable, indivisible oneness with everybody else. Asher Alken, the library and his and the Svarim, they by definition belong to Klal Yisrael. And the fact that he's saying that it doesn't, he's saying it's really a war, but pnimius on this inyan of the oneness of Neshama Yisrael with each other and with the Yevishter. Which is why for the Rebbe was such a huge milchama and so critical, and why it's one of the last battle, as it were, Beruchnius, before Mashiach comes, because a federal court ruled. What did it rule? And the Rebbetzin expressed it very succinctly when when the judge heard it. He just said one word: remarkable. And the Rebbe quoted this after his talkus, when speaking about her. What would she say? So when she was filmed in the house, in the Rebbe's house, she didn't go to court, Baruch Hashem. So the other lawyers asked her pointedly, to whom do the bullocks belong? To your father or to Chassidim, to Klal Yisrael, which is representative of the Klal of the community? So she answered, not only did the books belong to Klal Yisrael, to the Chassidim, my father belonged to Chassidim. And that was what the judge quoted. That was the remarkable thing. That's what's at issue here. What is a Rebbe? And here, a federal court, Seichel and Lushi, as it were, is saying that a Rebbe, Yidden, have this unique relationship that is unparalleled in nature, beyond, like you said, father and child, which is an origin, and a very deep one. This is even a deeper ruchnisdik and neshama connection, where all neshamas are essentially one. The Fidig Rebbe Sefer, that's Klal Yisrael Sefer, because his whole Metzius is Klal Yisrael. Hanasi Akoyel, he's Moishe Yisrael, him Moishe. And this was revealed and recognized even by a secular court, because that's Hashem's intention. Hashem's kavan is that this truth be revealed in Elam Hazeh. To make this world a dirabet achtoinim, a home for God. What's a home? A home is where the two soulmates, husband and wife, live together as one. The two halves of one soul. And that's every Yid with each other, and that's embodied in what a Rebbe is. That's Bekitzer the Inyan, and that's what he means to say. That it's deeper even than the natural connection, the tribal or familial connection between a father and son, because this is a neshama connection, and at that core, be'etzem, it's all one.